Well, I was wrong. The Audi 8Y is in fact quicker than a pre-filter Audi S3 8V. Let's talk about it. So yes, my prediction was wrong. I thought that the pre-filter would still have the advantage over the 8Y simply by not having the filter. But it seems like on the 8Y they still made some improvement there. I don't know if it's maybe the rear differential, although I don't think that will make much difference in actually putting the power down. But the 8V with the filter, the mid-range was a bit poor, where here on the 8Y the mid-range seems to be good. So, definitely something was done there to fix the issues of the latest 8V. After the quarter mile for the 8Y, and that was like it was really raining. If you don't follow carwow, you can just do carwow, S3 old versus new or something like that. You'll probably find it. I'll put a link in the description. And so 13.1 for the 8Y in the rain, on the 8V did 13.2. So very, very close. Rolling race, the same, the 8Y could sort of take off a bit. The rolling race is a bit, here you've got a bit of a driver input as well, in the video on the 8Y, they actually push it in of that the car actually change gear itself, even though it's in manual. If the guy in the 8V drops the gear a bit, change gear a bit earlier, might be a difference there. After the quarter mile, they've got the specialist gear, so I'm guessing they probably do that rather than actually, time it from line to line, which is less accurate. So, probably fair on the, the 8Y is faster than the 8V. Personally, the look still doesn't do it for me, and, considering put modification and stuff like that, not really much to it. Also, it is worth exploring, are some of those gain due to the new system, Audi system? Because if it is, then, it could be eventually something to actually put on the 8V. It's the same platform, so it should be easy to kind of take what you want, from the 8Y and then just transfer it over to your 8V. I mean, this early on, would probably be a massive cost of doing that. But again, it's it's not the Quattro system or anything. It's LDEC, so you can probably even just go get it from them directly. Something to explore. After it could be maybe they touch up a bit on the gears as well, or simply improve their particle filter. So yeah, I was wrong, and only I even lost on the braking. I saw that the braking, you're comparing an old car versus nearly a brand new car, so a bit of tire wear, a bit of like brake wear and stuff like that can actually make quite a difference there as well. So let me know, what do you think? Have you actually checked the video? If not, go check it out. It's interesting if you want to know how the 8V compared to the 8Y, at least on performance. Everything else is rather obvious and we've covered before. Again, still, I mean, I don't think it should have smashed it either, if you know what I mean. At least it's, still goes quicker. That's what it is, And after, is there actually, because 330 was announced and then VW wanted 320 brake horsepower on the Golf. Did the S3, as the S3 maybe 330 or a bit more than the 310, but then only the 310 is advertised because they want to favor the Golf over the S3 now. Could be there. I've tried to look up to see if there is a video or anyone who actually dyno the new Audi S3 8Y to actually have the real number, because that's been done with the 8V like plenty of times, so you've got the plenty of base number. But you know, it's still so early on, I couldn't find any video. If you've got, you know, pass me a link if you found it somewhere or you've seen it somewhere, because it'd be interesting to see. And yeah, quite a short video, really, you know, I talk a bit, you know, a lot of crap about the 8Y, you know, and I put a prediction. So, you know, now that my prediction has been proven wrong, I want to be honest and just, you know, point it out in case people didn't follow. You know, and at least it's fair game, you know, at least slightly less disappointed to some extent, you know, where because at least there is something that I still consider a real improvement based on the previous one. After it's not an improvement that is significant enough for me to upgrade or anything like that, you know, even if you take the look, you know, out of the equation, if you know what I mean. After still disappointed in the look, you know, to a lot of extent, I think it's a sort of like aluminium color accent, sort of remind me a lot about their SUV range. And I think, you know, looking at it more since the last video, the bonnet, the extra stripe, to some extent make it feel taller. And I wonder if you get a bit of a SUV feel to it, you know, a bit like some of the SUV Audi range, you lower them and it's sort of like close to look like a car, but then some of their other car model seems to like being inflated and go more toward the still slightly SUV look, you know. Are SUVs that popular that everything need, I don't know. Let me know what you think as well, you know, it's just, you know, I'm clearly still thinking about it, you know, but yeah, it'd be interesting to know what you think. What did you thought of the video? Do you think, you know, it's still good enough of an improvement? It's better than nothing, right? And if you want to see more of those videos, go check out our Audi S3 playlist. There is quite a few blah blah video alongside the modification and performance test. If it's your first time here and if you enjoyed yourself, subscribe, you know. And if you already subscribe, put a like, put a comment, it helps. And see you in the next video.